So in a previous video, I had gone over some of the problems I was having with the Berkey filter. You can watch that video here. And in this, I'm doing a little bit of a follow-up. Now, I've been using the Zero filter, and it's been working great, but one of the problems, of course, is that it's basically dead water. And what I mean by that is, with Berkey at least, there was some of the good minerals left in. So even though the water was still kind of dead, because once water is processed, it really becomes technically dead, it still had some of the beneficials in it. And although you can go on Amazon, you can get some different supplements that'll help with that, I really don't like to take too many supplements, and I'd rather get the things that I need direct from nature itself. So ideally, I'd love to still use Berkey. And one of the thoughts I had was, okay, I've got my Berkey filter, and the problem that I came across, the person I listened to said that they called the testing company and they said they only filtered it 200 times for their test, not 3,000. So I was like, okay, well, I've got my old Berkey filter right here, right? And when I say old, I mean it's only less than a year old. So it's not technically for the amount, like 6,000 gallons, I think it is. I should still be getting good use out of this, but it was tasting funny. And so, and compared to Zero, it definitely tasted funny. So my idea is I'll take my new filters, which I have as extra, because, you know, what if I run out and I can't get it from Berkey right away? So I have those. I thought I would just test the new ones against the old ones and see how does it taste. And also using the little tester, you know, I can get an idea of the baseline for Berkey filters in terms of sediments in there. And that gives you a good idea. Now, the reason I'm okay with that is because Berkey, when they say to test the filter, is just to do it with some red dye. So I figure this is good, if not better than the red dye. Also to note, I'm in one of the worst parts of the country right now for water. I looked and there's a lot of arsenic in the water. And so it's not good. Now, the best water, of course, you can get is spring water. And there's a link in the description. You can go there and put in where you're at, and you may be able to find a place to go get spring water directly from the source. Meaning you're not going to the store, you're going to nature and getting it from there, right? So I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. I might do a video on that coming up. I thought it'd be kind of fun. There is a spring. It's kind of an adventure to get to. One person I talked to, they go there. They go there and they get their spring water. They go for a hike, have lunch, and then come back. So they make an adventure of it. So I might do a video on that in the future. Okay, just to note, this is obviously totally unscientific. It's just a little test I'm doing. I'm curious to see, and I thought I'd share it with you because many of you seemed curious as well. And this is our little tester, a dummy tester. I mean, it's particulates, right? So although this isn't live, I am actually doing this test for the first time. So I don't know what the results are going to be. And it is a totally unscientific test. It's just me doing a test, right? Here it is. I've got water that's unfiltered, not even from the RV filter. And surprisingly enough, I'm getting like only 270. There was one point I was getting really high results. I don't know if they started filtering it better. I don't know. Anyway, so we got about 270, okay? So that's without the RV filter. And this is the water out of the tap that's gone through the RV filter. And let's see what we got here for that. Oh. That doesn't do too much. You got 250. Now, this is the water that came out of the Berkey filter that's a little less than a year old, so it should still be pretty good, technically, right? How is that possible? That's not possible. You know, that's the thing about these tester things. It's like, come on, man. I can never, I can't get these consistent results. All right, that makes no sense. There's like literally, I get 252. Like, just... that makes no, that's impossible. 254. Yeah, okay, 254. All right, whatever. That's a test. It is what it is. Now, this is the brand new filter, okay? Berkey filter. 240. All right. So, I don't know, a little bit better, but what is 243, 244? This is garbage. Okay, this is the Zero water. We're gonna go ahead and test the Zero water. Sure enough, it's Zero. So the Berkey filter, whether it be the older one that's a year old, you know. Geez, now it says 279. Okay, you know what? You know what I decided? Okay, this is my conclusion. And this is, I know it's not live, but this, I don't know. Maybe I won't even publish this. I don't know. This thing is a piece of garbage. They send this with the zero filter, right? And the TDS thing, I get all kinds of readings with this thing. So, you know, come on, this is a piece of garbage. 270, 279. I just measured this and it was 240. I just don't think, maybe there's contaminants in the water that it contaminates it. Maybe a 280, it's gone 240, 270, 280. It's the same water. Come on, people. I'm getting totally inconsistent readings. Based on this test, the Berkey filter isn't doing much of anything beyond what the RV filter already did. But also based on this test, the water out of this is actually worse than when it came out of the RV filter. Look at that, 311. Come on, come on. I tried this off too. So my conclusion is, if you're using one of these little stupid meters, I don't think they're too reliable. Okay, and taste-wise, I'd say the Berkey one is not too bad. Guess there's no real way to test. I mean, I guess you could do the dye test, but even that just seems kind of a joke too. You know, oh, some dye didn't go through, who cares, right? You know, you got all this other stuff. I don't know, like, I think the taste test is the best way. I mean, if it tastes off, then it's probably off. That's what got me about my Berkey filter, is that I realized, oh, it's tasting off. And then I was like, oh, this isn't connecting very well. But I've got that fixed. So I don't know. My conclusion is I might go back to Berkey because I'd like to get something, and that the taste is actually tastes okay. I'm not sure about the official, you know, lawsuits and all that kind of stuff. But what if I'm getting all that contaminant? I don't know. Since I have wheels, I might as well go to some place with better water, right? But if I were you, I wouldn't bother using this. It's like a piece of garbage. So that's my unofficial test conclusion. The jury's still out, of course, on Berkey filters. Filtered water and all that is pretty up there, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's a little bit of disinformation war going on. But at the same time, it's like, I guess the next level would be to do my own independent testing, but I'm kind of reluctant to like shell out because they're supposed to be wicked expensive. So I don't know. Okay, that's my conclusion. I hope this was helpful to you somehow. And who knows if I'll actually publish this. Anyway, if it was helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Let's see what kind of particulates we got here. Do a little test here. What the hell? Come on. I'm getting zero. I'm getting zero. Does this even work? All right, you know what? It says 0. What the hell? Why do I make these videos?